There we go. And welcome, peeps. If you have joined us, you have joined us, of course, tonight for the live recap show for the Clan Wars Happy Gaming T8 Domination Tournament Week 2 recap show. That's a mouthful.
Yay!
And with me, as per normal, I'm joined by NSeeker707. Seeker, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks, and you?
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. How was your weekend?
Oh, busy.
Was it busy?
I was so busy. We had a farewell for one of the monkeys up in Joburg yesterday, and today was recovery from that. So yeah, that was my weekend gone.
Oh my word. That's
Armand Foury has joined.
and you can hear, if you are joining us on the stream, you can hear that there is a new voice on our stream, and that is artificial intelligence that we now have.
Because we progressive like that, right?
Because we are progressive, and it is telling us when people are joining our stream and saying something, or so that we don't miss them. So you guys tell us if that is something that you like. It's a bit of a, we're gonna have to work on the voice though, right?
Yes,
I'm not sure I like
definitely.
I'm not sure I like the robot voice.
No, myself as well. I'm like a little bit like in two minds about it. Maybe we can shake things up there, get an Afrikaans accent, maybe.
Afrikaans accent, you say? Well, okay. Maybe we can get an Afrikaans accent. Who knows?
It's not proudly South African unless we have an Afrikaans accent, right?
No, it doesn't seem like, right? So guys, do me a favor. If you are watching us with the stream, if you could just let us know if everything on the stream is all good, if you can hear the sound, and if everything is okay. We are trying some new things tonight. For example, I've just noticed that my Discord box, Seeker, for some other reason, is not picking up your name tonight. I don't know what that's about.
Oh no.
Yeah, so when you are talking, it doesn't show. It shows when I'm talking. So now it looks like only I'm talking.
That is discrimination.
Well, it's not intended, right? But guys, if you're watching the stream with us, please at least let us know that you can hear us and we're audible and everything else is cool. And then, Seeker, I apologize that your name's not coming up. Yeah?
I'm very disappointed.
Well, sorry. Excellent. But we're going to talk about a bunch of things tonight, right? We've got a whole little planned agenda. Do you want to run us through all the stuffies that we are gonna talk about tonight?
No, I don't know. Let's make it a surprise so people have to stay tuned to hear what's going to happen.
But we have such a good agenda. Okay, fine. All right. So the first thing that we are talking about then is, of course, we are looking at the games of the week that was played. And let me just bring that up. So there we go. So guys, on your screen right now, you can see that's the knockout table as of the end of this week. And
Henning Visser has joined.
there we go, Henning Visser. Thank you very much for your comment. So what you can see is you can see the games there, and of course the first matchup was 4Q versus Bar, right? And
Ooh.
and it was a good game. It was a good game to watch. A lot of quick games this week though. But of course Bar taking the loss there, and 4Q then moving on to week 3. We also
That was a
had
good stream.
it.
I enjoy that.
I did. I mean, the 4Q guys are always fun and stuff, right? I mean, they always do crazy things. And although we didn't get the amount of tea bags off old Springbok, like I was
Yeah.
hoping we are going to, but it was
I heard
cool
that
nonetheless, right?
I heard that he was very disappointed that you got more tea bags from Brawler.
Well, I wouldn't say disappointing. I mean, we at least got some tea bags, but as long as Brawler was happy with the amount of attention that he had while doing those tea bags, I'm fine with it, right? So anyway, of course 4Q then moving through there to the semis. And then the other game was VDT versus UB, right? And
Yes.
VDT took the win on that one, so VDT moving to that semi-final. Then we had the girls GSE facing off against Royal.
GSG.
I keep doing
You
that.
do that every time.
Why do I do that every time? Okay, but so we had GSG. I should just call them the girls team. We we had GSG who faced off against Royal, and of course Royal took the win there, moving to the semis. And then there was the game between PDT and the Monkeys, MSMK. And the Monkeys took the win there and moving to the semis on that side. So the two semi-finals then coming up this week, 4Q versus VDT and Royal versus the Monkeys. So I think as we get closer to the middle seeker, I think it's getting more intense, right?
So intense. I can't wait for these matches this week coming up. Woo!
Now, of course, what we'll do is we will see which one. I don't know if we can stream both. We will definitely stream one of the two, right?
Definitely. Yeah, we've already booked, I think, to stream the MSMK versus Royal match on Qmate match. They do want us to stream as well, but we just have to see if they fall on different days, obviously, and all that kind of stuff. Because I know we're like super awesome, but we can't do two streams of two different games at the same time.
Well, this is true. I think we'll look at the schedule in a little bit when we talk about the website. But I think they are on two different days. But I don't know if I would be able to make both. So let's see, right? But so far, it's the Monkeys game, correct?
Yes, that's correct. They have, as far as I know, though, there are some queries about days and that sort of thing. So I don't know quite that we can actually say exactly what days they are playing. But it does seem as though they're going to be on different days, but it seems as though they may swap days.
Okay,
So let's see.
so for the moment, the bookings that have been made is not concrete yet, right? They probably
No.
by like 12 tomorrow or something like normal.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So then, obviously, guys, as we said, the first semi-final then will be 4Q versus VDT, and the other semi-final will be Royal versus the Monkeys, and of course, then that will lead to whoever plays in the final, which is going to be super exciting. Doesn't matter which of these teams it ends up being, right?
Yeah, I mean, sure. There's so much talent in those matches. I don't even know where to start.
Absolutely.
I know there's a lot of people going around, trying to predict who's going to win, and I've even seen some comments on the stream now as well. See bananas for the win over here. So let's see.
Well, you never know, right? I mean, that's the beauty of the game.
Yeah, even though one team could be playing extremely well, you never know what could happen in the.
Yeah, I agree. So, very quickly, this of course also leads us on to something else, right? It leads us on to who are the 8 qualifying, well, I don't want to say qualifying, but the 8 teams joining the Underdogs Cup.
Invitational, yes.
Yeah, underdog. I like that word actually. Underdogs Invitational. I quite like that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take this this knockout table off the screen for a second, and I'm actually going to bring up the table of those 8 teams. So let's quickly have a look at them. So, guys, if you are looking at the screen right now, these are, of course, the 8 teams that have been automatically entered into the Underdogs Cup, or the Underdogs Invitational Cup, which I'm now going to use, by the way. And in alphabetical order, they are Bar, Bob, EVL, GSE, which is the boys team, GSG, which is the girls team, Red, SOA, and THC. So these are the 8 teams that will go through automatically to the Underdogs Invitational Cup. And to be honest, if you're looking at this table, yes, I think there's going to be some close matches here.
I think it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, look.
Probably more excited for the Underdogs Cup at this point.
I don't want to say that, right? I mean, we've got semi-finals coming up, so I mean that's always great, right? But yes, I mean I sort of understand what you mean, right? Because I can almost see that there are going to be some games here that are going to be kickers.
Just sumacy, just easy like that.
Yes, you know, the Dutchmen come through, right? Now, talking about that, Seeker, you have had a lot of questions around people asking, okay, so when is this other thing starting, right? When is the Underdogs Invitational Cup
Yes.
starting? So if you give me a second, I'm gonna give them your hard work in planning, right? And
Sure.
guys, if you're looking at your screen right now, you will see there's a little table there. And Seeker, you just want to walk us through what we're looking at?
Okay, so pretty much as you see the table there, it's the breakdown. This is the planner in me coming out, right? I did a full-on spreadsheet with the breakdown of the weeks and what was happening in the weeks. But if you have a look there, at the moment we're currently leaving week 2. So 13th to 18th of May was Happy
Selvino
Gaming T8
Myring
round 2.
has joined.
And yeah, so from there, 20th to 25th of May will be the third round. The 27th of May to the 1st of June is the week of the final. Then we're going to have a break week, right? Just so we can recharge as well and the teams can get ready for underdogs. And then starting on the 10th, the week of the 10th of June is the underdogs T8 first round. So then moving through to week 2, week 3, and then obviously between the 1st and the 6th of July will be the final. Then the next week after that, we'll have the exhibition match between the Underdog Cup champions and, of course, the winners of the Happy Gaming T8 domination. And then the week after that is the rewards show. So we're pretty much fully booked up until like the 15th, the 20th of July.
Yeah, and yeah, I was thinking I was gonna have a bit of a break.
Never.
Well, we have a week break at least, right? I mean, at least there's like one little week.
There's 1 week. I mean,
You know-
look, during like the week of the exhibition match and the finals weeks and the rewards show, I mean, there's not a lot going on in that week, but at least there's something to keep you guys entertained.
Absolutely. And you know what I'm going to do? I just realized I'm going to just turn off my other thing because I keep feeling like it's not right that my name's coming up when I'm talking. I'm not seeing yours. So now I've turned off mine as well. So now nobody has a name on the screen.
We're all anonymous.
Right. So also welcome to Selvino Mereng, which is probably the YouTube name. And Selvino, welcome to the stream. What you guys are looking at on the screen, and of course, as Ensika was busy explaining, is well, it's all her planning that she was explaining, but it is the planning for how the tournament is going to play out. Of course, this coming week we have the semi-finals, and then we will have the finals. Then there will be a week break. Then, of course, around the 10th to the 15th of June, we will have round 1 of the underdogs starting. That will run through to around the 6th of July. The exhibition match, which is a very important match, right, Sika? Because we've got something really big planned for that week of the 8th to the 13th, right? Something that we haven't done before. Specifically with the exhibition match, correct?
Yay! Yes. We're not going to tell you about it now. Keep it secret.
Well, we can't yet. I mean, I would love to, but we need to. There's still some back end work that needs to be done on it. But that's the big yellow block there that you see, which says exhibition match, and that's of course the exhibition match between the winners of the Happy Gaming TA Dom and the winners of the Underdog Cup that will be playing that week. But there is something very exciting, hopefully happening during that match if we manage to get everything up and running and sorted out and that sort of stuff. So I'm
sure we will.
I'm quite excited. Yes, I'm hoping. I'm hoping. Right.
I'm sure it's all going to go according to plan, as everything always does.
Well, I mean, look at your planning, right? I mean, freaking hell, how can it go wrong? No, I don't want to say that.
No, let's not.
But it's pretty good planning nonetheless, right?
Thank you.
All right. So I'm going to take that then off the screen for a second. And guys, that is pretty much what I wanted to show you on those games right now. What I would like to do, however, is that we've had a lot of...
Byron Becker has joined.
I don't know if I like this voice, Seeker.
No, I don't know. I'm just thinking about it because It's a little bit distracting because we can hear it in our ears as well.
Well, it's pretty cool because I know obviously now Byron Becker has joined, but
Yes, yes.
I'm not
Hi,
sure
Byron.
this artificial intelligence dude he keeps interrupting me and doesn't have manners, right?
Yeah, but I think that it would probably be a lot more disturbing when he starts saying things like, you know, self-aware things like, "Ooh, this is a nice stream," or, "Yeah,
That's
robots are about to take over the world." Just that's going to be a little bit more disturbing, I think.
well, okay. So we'll see whether we want to keep our new artificial intelligence on or not. It is a pretty new thing that we are trying. As things go, we always try and be as cutting edge and bring you guys the coolest toys that we can. But
This is all just Yaku being like, "Ooh, pretty fun things to play with."
pretty much, that is pretty much. Luckily, she only says stuff the first time people comments on the stream. He only says stuff the first time people comments on the stream. So let's see how that works. Anyway, guys, what I wanted to say was that we obviously get a lot of questions around where information is and where to find it and whatever may be the case. So another new little thing that I want to do tonight is I'm actually going to bring up the live website, and I just want to point out a couple of things that is very important, and of course some new things on the website that you might probably want to be aware of as well. And if you don't know where to find that, that is on www.bfclanwars.net. And the first thing that I want to mention is if you hover over leagues and tournaments, you will obviously find the solo event tab there, and at the moment you will see that there's a new tab there called Underdog. So you have the Happy Gaming one, and then of course you have the Underdogs tab there as well. That's of course where you can go and click to find the individual information for each of the solo events going on. So the Happy Gaming one obviously at the moment up to date with the scoreboard, the knockout tables and so forth, and the Underdog table at the moment of course only showing the teams that are participating for now, and any other additional information around the Underdogs Cup specifically. So that's the first thing that I wanted to point out. The next thing that I wanted to point out was this little button over here called Event List. We get quite a few people that can't wait for the Facebook post to come up, and they sort of either send messages on when these guys are playing or what is happening or whatever may be the case. If you click on Event List, you will actually see the events come up, and they are then updated according to the latest dates that we have. I mean, for example, right now, on Wednesday the 22nd at 9 o'clock, I have 4Q versus VDT, and on the 23rd, on Thursday at 9 o'clock, I have the Monkeys. Again, as Sika said earlier, these dates might change for the moment because the dates are normally confirmed around midday on a Monday. So please check in there on the events list, and that will give you the most up-to-date times available for when you can come and view these matches when we stream them. Of course, alternatively, if you are subscribed to the channel, then you can click your little bell and get your notifications whenever we go online. So if you are not, please go and do that, and also give us a like on this video tonight if you think what we're doing is good. So there we go, that's the event list. What next, Sika?
Sure, I don't know. There's so much to talk about, so much that we can't talk about yet.
I think maybe the next thing that's important is what we spoke about last week, right? About the help us stream. So
Yes.
if you guys hover over help us, sorry, you will see a little tab called help us stream. If you click on there, there's a form that you can fill in, and that's of course the form that you fill in if you would like to become a official Battlefield Clan Wars streamer. And basically what that gets you is if you then go to the about page, you will see a link called streamers, and I'm going to also click on, well actually I'm not going to click on that, I'm going to tell you where it is, and you guys can go and click and see what it looks like. But what it is it is a list of all our official streamers at the moment. There are some more that is not been added to the website as yet because I'm still waiting for some information on some of them, bios, pictures, that sort of thing. But it also provides you with the stream setup, so you can actually go and see what they use to stream, read a little bit about them, and also there's links to their channels. So please go and check that out, and then obviously also support our streamers that are Clan Wars official streamers, right? So that's
Yes, they do such a great job. I mean, yeah, especially like if you go back and you watch the streams and that they are so well spoken, and they do such a good job but they're very entertaining. So we're very proud to be able to partner with some of these people. Well,
Absolutely.
actually, all of them. I'm
Yeah.
just say some of them.
Yeah.
They're all of them.
Some of them, not all of them. No, we're lying. We like to partner with all of them.
Okay, that's horrible.
Right. And then of course the coolest thing that we've done this week, well since last week, right? I mean last week we had the whole EFF thing and
Oof.
the everyone's fan favorites, and of course we are announcing also tonight that the actual votes are up for voting. Is that
Yay.
correct, Sika?
That is correct. I had so much fun going through the clips as well.
So right, so guys, where you find that is if you hover over EFF, you will see, of course, there's the EFF submission button, which is, of course, where you are able to submit your videos. But then if you go to the vote button, and I'm actually going to go there and just show you what it looks like. If you actually go to the vote section of the web page, then you will see that below all this this nice writing, there is this little block. And what this block allows you to do is it allows you to actually watch the video right there. So you can click on any one. So let's just click on one. And what it will do is it will actually bring up the video, and you can actually open that video and click on it and watch it in the browser itself. So that's pretty cool. And it also allows you to vote by clicking on these little radials at the bottom, and then clicking the vote button, or the little button that you see flashing right now. Of course, if you are interested later on to go and look at the results, you can obviously click on this little results button, and that will show you the results. Now, something that I just want to point out here is that, of course, for this week, what we try to promote is the actual streamers. So the streamers that streamed the games, and for the streamers to submit. So this week there were 4 games, and out of the 4 games we got 3 videos submitted, which I think is a pretty good hit rate.
Yeah.
But the one video that is down there is obviously one of mine, and you are more than welcome to vote for it if you want. But of course, it will not be winning the competition, right? So
But it is such a fun clip.
yes, I mean we added it because it was funny, and for the rest of the community to enjoy. But guys, the voting is actually between the 2 upper videos, because of course I can't win my own prize.
Well, technically you can win your own prize. I mean, do you have to do a handover of handing it to yourself? So how's that going to work?
Yeah, I don't know about
You
that.
gotta, hand it from your left hand to your right hand and be like, yay!
Well, you can hand it to me. How's that? That's better. Or whatever, right?
Well, I smoke not smoke. I use the vape juice, so I might just not hand it to you. How's that?
Well, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Anyway, guys, so that's where you found it. Thank you to Seeker, who did all the hard work of getting this page up and running for us, so the community are able to vote for the everyone's fan favorite, especially of this week one, which was the clips from the streamers themselves, right? Did I leave anything out, Seeker?
No, I think we just need to announce the next week's sort of criteria so that we can sort of go ahead and start getting clips in while people are voting for the next week. So by the time we have the winner for that week, we can put the next week's clips up.
Okay, great. So what is the criteria? You tell us.
All right, so criteria for the next week's clips will be any clips that you have taken during the Happy Gaming T8.
And that is any clip.
Any clip, any funny clip, any awesome run, as long as it's between 10 and 20 seconds long, and it has to come from you yourself. You cannot take it from a stream, you cannot take it from somebody else's gameplay video. It has to be your own, because there is a little tick box that says you own the rights to this and you are allowed to publish it on your name.
Okay, so it has to be your own clip, and same criteria in terms of the timing, 10 to 20 seconds?
10 to 20 seconds always is. And of course, it has to be a clip that has been taken and actually placed somewhere that we can actually get the URL of. So don't send us the actual clip. We just want the URL of it.
Of course, our mailboxes are not big enough, right?
No. Can you imagine how many our mailbox get?
All right. So that is the criteria then for the next one. Of course, voting officially opens today on these clips that you see here, the 3 of them. Well, actually the 2 of them. You can vote for the 3rd one, but you know.
Well, we can say three, but we'll just take if the third one does win it, we'll just take the second.
Well, that's
But
okay.
you,
Fine.
if you watch the third one, though, you get to hear me laugh like a maniac a little bit.
I thought for a second that you were going to say laugh like a little hyena.
Well, sort of, yeah. I found that very funny when it happened. Okay.
Well, it was a funny moment. It was the only moment that Springbok gave us in that match. So we had to do that, right? We had to do that. Anyway, guys, if you're again, what we are talking about here is, of course, the EFF, or everyone's fan favorite page, on the website, where you can go and vote for that favorite clip. Where you find it is by hovering over EFF and going to the vote page. And the votes are now officially open for this week. It will remain open until probably around, I think, Saturday night.
Friday. I think Friday.
Is it Friday night? Okay, so we'll...
Yeah, I think we agreed on Friday because it gives us enough time to count the votes and obviously embed the video into the stream and all that.
Yeah. All right, so...
We will play the best clip next week on the stream.
Correct. It will be featured on the recap show next week. Of course, that whoever wins, except me, will also win that exclusive vape juice that is being supplied by our sponsor. Now, talking about that, I did forget on the stream the other night to actually call out our sponsor, which is of course Vina Vape Co. If you're looking at your screen right now, that's their website, and they are the sponsors of the exclusive vape juices for Battlefield Clan Wars that they've produced for us. And the winner of this week's everyone's fan favorite, the winner of the vote, will of course also get one of these juices, right? And then for the streamers this week, unfortunately, we won't be giving away that little extra prize that Seeker is giving away. But from next week, Seeker will also be giving away a little extra prize for the winning video, right? Seeker, you wanna just again tell us what that is?
That is a best community in the world emblem for Battlefield 5.
Oh, great!
Yay! Well, look, I think we can give one away to the streamers as well.
You want to give one away to the streamers?
Yeah, why not? They're part of our community.
Oh, okay, fine. Right, so whichever streamer wins will then, of course, also get a best community in the world. I keep wanting to say dog tag, but it's an emblem.
I know, it's an emblem.
It's an emblem,
it's a pretty emblem.
And together with one of these exclusive, what do you call them? What's the right word? It is collector's items, right? One of these collector item vape juices, and of course they will be able to pick any of the flavors. Now, of course, the winners of the Happy Gaming T8 tournament will get a flavor of each, so one Narvik, one Rotterdam, and the runners up will be able to pick a flavor, whichever one they like. And all all 8 players that participated, including the subs, so it's 12 in total, will each receive that prize. And then
Lisa Lil GRN Monster has joined.
Hi Lisa, how are you?
Hi Lisa, special announcement because you decided to join us.
So then of course each player will get that, and then of course we will look into the Underdogs Cup as well. If we still have enough of these exclusives left, then that might go into the Underdogs Cup as well, right? For the Underdogs winners. But let's not talk about that as yet. Let's make sure first.
All right, perfect.
Great. So guys, then as a last word from my side, again, if you have joined us for the stream tonight, thank you very much for joining. If you're already subscribed, that's great. If you are not, hit the subscribe button. Also hit the little bell to get your notifications whenever we go online. If you like what we are doing, please give us a little thumbs up on this video. It always helps with us whenever we promote gaming and clans and players and that sort of thing, right? In terms of the web page again, the 3 people up there, Cherie or NCK707, our community manager,
That's me.
Homegirl, our league master for T12, and Royal 9 Seconds, our league master for T5. And then of course our Facebook moderators, we have Pondo, Queen Sparrow, and Little Green Monster, and of course Little Monster has just joined us in a little while back. But of course, if there's any questions about either the page or the competition or the community, you are more than welcome to always direct your questions at the moderators. They are very, very helpful. And of course, I have to say thank you and give a shout out at these recap shows for people like Home Girl, right, who does a huge amount of work at the back end. Together with some other people, that really keeps the engine running, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, something like this, it's difficult to run on your own, and without the support of those behind us, we would just be drowning in messages and stuff that we haven't done yet, and people we haven't contacted. So thank you so much to all of those involved.
Thank you. Yes, but to be fair, even with them involved, I still drown some days, right?
Some days, yes, but there's a laugh raft floating out there somewhere.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So, guys, from our side, I mean, that is pretty much what we had for the recap show for tonight. Sika, unless there is anything, I know you had that agenda open and ticked it off as we were going through it. What did I
This
forget?
is No, nothing. I just want to remind everybody straight after the stream, go onto the website and vote for your EFF, your fan favorite.
And again, guys, if you don't know where to find it, that is www.bfclanwars.net. The section there is called EFF, and of course, the little tab that you will find is vote. Go and vote for one of those 3 videos. These guys, especially the streamers, work hard to try and get these streams out there. So let's vote for them if we can, right? And some of those clips are really funny. I really enjoyed some of them.
I especially like the first one. Well, that's just because I'm in it. I'm actually in 2 of them this week, so let's not.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm featured in one, and then in the second, like in one of the other ones, I'm just laughing.
Making an entrance, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. And I guess that's it. Anything else from your side?
No, just thank you to everybody who has supported this week. Obviously, the teams that took part, well done to everyone who won those matches and who went through. Very excited to see underdogs coming up, and of course, thank you to you, Yaku, for the stream and for streaming with me during the week, and of course for everything you do.
Cool. Thank you.
Cool.
Well, we do it for the love of the game, right? For the love of the game. Oh, you know what? There's one question that I did want to ask, and maybe the people on the stream that have been watching can tell us, or the guys that are watching the video can comment afterwards, or whatever may be the case. We have been trying this new artificial intelligence bot tonight that tells us when people comment on the stream. A little bit interruptive, so we might use it going forward, or we might not. I just pretty much just want some feedback from you guys. What do you think about it? If you've heard it. Please don't comment on the voice, because even we think the voice is shocking, but we'll change that, right? So if you want to give us feedback on that, that'll be great, right? But I think that's it. Did I perhaps lose Seeker somewhere? Oh, I might have. There we go. So guys, from my side, thank you very much then for joining the stream. I really appreciate it. Sika, in your absence, and I hear you back now. Thank you very much also for your company. It was great as always. I'm Yaku for Battle Bros. See you on the battlefield.